Happy Sunday, everybody. Yes, I am here with you, and you are here with me, Kiara the Voice, and we are joined here together on another quarantine Sunday, but it is a beautiful day today. We had been experiencing some wild weather in the beginning of this quarantine here in Los Angeles. I'm not sure what the weather has been like on your side of town, but we are finally getting some sun coming out, so everybody who is enjoying those daily walks with the dog, getting that vitamin D, we're now really finally being able to receive that. And I feel like within this week of just the weather being less gloomy, I can really clearly see and feel exactly what this time and space is for, right? And this time and space is really for us to dive deeper into all of those things that we wanted to be able to spend our time doing, but we weren't able to do because we had to do those other tasks, like get the money so that we can pay these bills and do this. And yes, I know many people, including myself, still have bills that are coming in and still have things and obligations that they need to be able to take care of in terms of buying food for their family, for themselves, and for others around them who may be in more need. And I want to say that I applaud you for your success in waking up each and every morning and really just finding the courage, finding the fuel, activating the self to go out and do what is necessary for you to be well within your home. Thank you, 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 thank you. I also want to take a moment because I have been one of those people during this time that have been like, I'm not standing in line for any grocery store. So within this time, I've definitely not shopped the way that I usually shop, simply because I was refusing to stand in line for exactly what my body needs and what my body craves. Now, the wellness has still been up, still eating balanced portions, making sure that I have my veggies. However, when I shop normally for basic items, I usually really shop with intention, making sure that there is no gluten, making sure that it is highly nutrient, all of the foods that I am receiving. And there are some foods that are still highly nutrient, but one thing that I have been slipping on is my gluten. And I've really just had a lot of pasta, but there's one thing about me. I love to make pasta, so that's not strange. It's just that I haven't been able to get those noodles that I normally use because I am not allowing myself to have the patience to receive what I really need, and really still operating from a mindset of convenience and not always what's necessary. And so I'm sharing this with you because I was noticing changes within my body, and I'm still getting up, still exercising, but really a big part of what you notice in your body, those changes, is about what you're consuming, what you're fueling yourself with. So I want to take a moment to just remind you that even if it takes an extra hour or two in order for you to get exactly what your body needs to feel good and to also operate in a way that is well for yourself and for others around you, do that. Take the time to just make sure you are really fueling yourself up with different superfoods that are going to activate those nutrient cellular motions within yourself. Because we have everything that we need in order to be well. We just have to make sure that we're continuously giving that to ourselves and sharing that with everybody else around us. And so this week, I want you to really just take a moment to have patience with this journey. One thing that has also been happening to me within this week, I think with all of the sun, with all of the brightness, it's reminding me to get closer and get a better, deeper understanding of where I'm from. So I've been having deep conversations with aunts and uncles and really diving deep into the knowledge of my lineage so that I can understand what has been triggering people around me to act the way they act, and how has that affected the way I respond to the rest of the world. And noting that, being able to receive all of this information, because now everybody has time to share their story. You got time to talk to auntie, you got time to talk to grandma, you got time to talk to your cousins. Make sure you tap into your cousins deeper than you've been when you see them maybe just on the holidays, or even if you interact with them daily. Talk to your cousins and really ask them how they feel about the life that they've lived so far, and start to really communicate with them the opportunity to change their mindset and the opportunity to begin again now. We're all getting the opportunity to start fresh, to start at zero, and to really just operate from that inner light, that inner knowing, that inner peace that lives within each and every one of us. So this week, what I am starting to do, I actually brought a new journal. Let me show you my journal. Hold on. This journal right here, I bought a new journal on Amazon. Amazon's having a lot of really cool sales on like journals and things. This is a leather journal that I've been seeing a lot in Barnes & Noble. Debating if I'm gonna get it, but it was only $12 on Amazon, and normally it goes for $24.99. So this has been a really good blessing to receive this. But my idea for this journal and the intention for this journal is to fill this journal up with my story, with my family story, with starting with myself, really going back to the first memory that I can remember, and really writing out the details of how each experience made me feel. And after I complete myself, I'm going to talk to my sister and ask her about herself. And maybe I'll record the conversation that we have so that I can write it later. Or maybe I'll just take notes as we go. I haven't gotten that far as to understanding. But after I ask my sister, I'm going to ask my brother. We're going to go deep into the understandings and knowings of him. And then I'll proceed to my parents. When I get to my parents, I'm going to break my family in half. I probably will do my dad's side of the family first, because that is definitely the side of my family that loves to share some stories. So I'm gonna go into them and really just dissect that my dad comes from a very big family. I have 9 aunts and uncles on those sides too, which we have as angels right now, and 23 first cousins from that group. And there's already like 32 second cousins. So it's definitely an ever expanding family. So you can imagine the depths of the stories that I have yet to understand, and really when we don't take that time to tap into one another, to know how there could be one family reunion that we were all at that affected each one of us very differently. And to know that and to understand that will help us understand how each person around us is operating and why they may respond to certain things that we do the way that they respond to them. We have to really allow ourselves to know the information that is already within our lineage. So I'm going to take the time to do that. You don't have to go that deep. I'm encouraging you, though, to think about your story. Think about all of those things that you've been through, that first kiss that you had, the first time someone called you beautiful, the first time someone called you ugly, the first time you felt down about yourself or about someone else in your space, the first time you realized that words have so much power. And you have the power to change those words and change the energy in which someone gives you and transform that into something so beautiful that you continue to rise the rest of your life. I want you to start to tell your story. Start to tell your story to yourself, because maybe you've kind of heard it, but you've hushed and shushed so much of it because it traumatizes you. It's something you don't want to see. It's something you don't want to deal with. But tell your story to yourself so that you have the option to revamp what the rest of your story will tell. I love you. I appreciate you. You mean the world, the moon, the stars, the entire Milky Way galaxy to me. And until next time,